Well, hello everyone. What's up? What's going on? All right, it's been a while since I've streamed, so can everyone let me know if you can hear me okay? If you can hear me, just hit it in the chat. Yeah, I can hear you, Brian. That would be amazing. I do have quite a lag from the chat, quite a delay. Bite, good to see you, my friend. Hello. So if you can hear me, just put like a thumbs up or say I can hear you. Oh, perfect. All right, what about the background music? Not too loud? Should be nice and low, barely hear it at all. It's mainly for me. It's mainly for me. All right, good to see everyone. I am Kwame. Joseph, good to see everybody. Man, it's been a while. From Ghana, Africa. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. It's a pleasure. It is a pleasure. So it has been a while. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. I've almost forgotten how to do it. Like, that's how long it's been. I think I've forgotten how to live stream. So I'll probably have some mistakes. But today, I am going to start writing a pretty cool application called Excel to JSON. And we're going to start from scratch. I thought it'd be fun to do it, you know, in front of everyone and see how painful it is for me. And just to give you some context, I've been on a project at work, a stupid boring project at work, writing documentation. That's it, just writing docs. That's it. For like 2 months, I've been writing docs. So I haven't really coded hardly anything at all in like two months. So this is going to be me remembering how to freaking write code. It's amazing how fast it goes, right? Like if you don't use it, you lose it pretty quickly. Like you really do. Okay, so looks like my audio levels are good. Cool. All right, so you know I like interaction, so feel free to, if you are watching and you have questions or something like that, or you know you see me doing something wrong, please point that out. Please point that out. Say, hey, Brian, you're screwing it up. And, you know, do it this way. I'm like, great. Thank you so much. But yeah, feel free to ask questions and just BS. Like, we could talk BS. It's a live stream, right? Bite, yes, it's going to be Angular. We're going to do Angular today. And I'm going to show you why it's Angular and not anything else. It's because I'm trying a new tool. Okay, I'm trying a new tool because I'm not a designer. You know what? Let's just hop into it. Let me hit my desktop up here. And I need to go to infragistics.com because there's this cool tool called Indigo App Builder. Okay, I'm just going to hit sign in. Now, I am not a designer at all. Like, I can't design anything to save my life. When it comes to like layouts, and especially for like web, like I cannot freaking lay anything out in a web. Like CSS, layouts, Flexbox, like all that crap. Like I struggle. It takes me hours just to get something to align center. That's how bad I am at layout. I can code anything. Like I'm confident in my coding skills. Like I can code just about anything. But when it comes to freaking laying stuff out and CSS and all that, no, leave me out. Well, what's this? I am Kwame. Are you gonna have you used Prism with DevExpress before? Yes, I have. Actually, I used to be a big fan of DevExpress back in the day. And Byte asks, yeah, am I gonna do WPF? No, we're gonna do Angular. Okay. So Infragistics has this new product out called Indigo.Design. It's called the App Builder. And what it is here. I'm just gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna go to my projects. It's basically an IDE, a web-based IDE. I'm gonna hit edit app, to where you can just drag and drop things to align stuff around, right? So I'm gonna create a new view here. I'll call it my cool view. Okay, and then I can go in here and there's a toolbox. I can start laying. Oh, here's a row layout. You know, here's a column layout. Actually, let's do a column layout. I'll delete this. Right, so I can have some columns in here, and I can say, oh, I want this to grow, because I'm going to split it this way, right? I can put some cool, like, I don't know, put an avatar on this side, right? Some buttons over, like basically it's a drag and drop type designer experience. And the cool part is now let me go to like a real app because I'm gonna show you what we're using here. Excel magic, here we go. So here's the app that we're gonna be building, okay? So someone came in here, actually, Andy, her name's Andy, amazing designer. She is amazing. But she designed this application. And what's cool about this is she was able to like drag and drop this stuff around, set all the properties, right? And then what's cool is you can hit the preview button. And the preview will not only give you the code view, right? So I can see all the code that it generates, the TypeScript, the CSS, does all that for you. Let me hide the code view, but I can sit here and I can interact with the application, right? So this is kind of what the app's gonna look like. It's kind of like a prototype, right? It's just it's a prototype. Now these are images. These aren't, this right here is just an image. The Excel document you see here, and this editor over here, we're gonna actually replace this with real editors in our application. But it kind of gives you like, oh yeah, I'm gonna download this button, upload another file, create a new file, right? Get link, this little pop-up. So you can kind of like go through the entire like application experience and test it out on different devices, you know, mobile, tablet, what's this, desktop, large desktop, right? So it's a pretty freaking cool little app, and it's gonna save me a crap ton of time. Because the best part of this is, besides me not being a designer or not be able to freaking lay anything out by hand, we're going to generate this application. See this where it says generate app? Generate app. Oh yeah, we're gonna generate this application. So it's gonna generate all the code. Okay. Nope, don't wanna do that. Download zip, let's do a zip file. It has GitHub integration, but I don't want to do that right now. So right now it's downloading the zip file. So I hit that download zip file button. And so it's taken this design that Andy designed for me, and it generated all the code. I'm going to save as, I'm going to put it in my downloads folder. And there's all the code right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to right click. I got to remove the mark of the web, right? So I'm going to unblock this. I don't know if you can see that. My head might be blocking it. So I got to unblock. I'm gonna hit OK. And I'm going to extract all. And here is the application. So before we move any further, I'm actually going to close this. And you know, I may do some like streams or some videos on just the app builder at a later time to show just how freaking cool this thing is, right? This thing is amazing. But let's go to GitHub, because I'm going to put all this on GitHub, and so we can all build it together. And if you see an issue, you can just fix it and submit a pull request, right? So let's go to my repositories. I'm going to create a new one. Let's call this Excel to JSON. That's what I'm going to call it. We'll make it public. How about readme? I don't know about all this yet. What should we do here? Maybe a Visual Studio one? I don't know. No, I need a code. I need Visual Studio code. I need like, is there Angular? No? Is there a Node? No, not Node. What freaking ignore should I use for an Angular application? I have no idea. Okay. Well, you know what? That is going to be interesting. I'm not going to add one for now. We'll add it later, because I don't know what to add here. I have no idea. Okay, so let's create this repository. Okay, so now I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to open up my my Git Kraken. I call it Git Crack-a-Lackin'. Let's go ahead and clone this repo. Here's the URL. Excel to JSON. Clone the repo. Open now. Yeah, sure. Well, I don't know what that means, but okay. All right, so I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna close that. Now we have our source code here. Let's open up my repo folder real quick. Open a new window. Go, where's my Excel to JSON? Let's think. You know what? I'm going to have... I know I'm going to have a client app. And I know we're going to have a server app. So let's do this for now. I may change it. I'm not sure. But for now, let's paste that in there. Okay, cool. So now that we've copied the code into there, I'm just going to simply open up my command prompt. Code dot. And that should open this up in Visual Studio Code for me. Close that. Sweetness. All right, so here's the app. I haven't touched anything. Let's just make sure we have app, assets. Okay, we don't have any assets yet. Let's go ahead and go npm install. So I'm just going to run it kind of as is. Like we didn't touch anything, right? We just had App Builder generate the code for us, okay? And then we took the code and we put it in our repo, and I'm just going to run it as it is. I want to see how this works. Just downloading the code. I want to make sure it works. I want to make sure it looks right. Right? It's got to look right. Okay, so that's installed. Now we'll go npm start. And we'll let this build real quick. Yeah, we're not using production, so that's fine. And hopefully this doesn't take too long, but you know how long this can take. If you ever done any type of modern web, you know that compiling your application could take a while, especially if it's big. And this one's probably going to get big just because we're putting in Excel stuff, reading Excel documents and spreadsheets and all that crazy stuff. So I can imagine later on it's going to probably take like a couple minutes to actually build this when we make changes, which that will probably really slow us down. Probably a lot. Okay, generating browser application bundles. I am excited for this. Oh, I got this banner going across, so you can't even see. You can't even see the code down here. The message. All right. All right, there we go. All right, so let's see what this looks like. Okay. So far, not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Hold on. Hold on. What's this? I have a chat that I can't read. Let's see. Oh! Ciao! Good to see you. Thanks. Thanks for joining. All right, so here's the application. I'm going to hit browse your computer file. It's going to take us to this where there's some images. Get link. Okay, so the idea behind this application, which this is pretty freaking cool, because keep in mind, I just generated this code from someone's design. I didn't write this code at all. And it, like the navigation, everything is working. It's pretty insane, if you ask me. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. Okay, so the point of this application is you're going to be able to upload a CSV, so a common delimited file, or an Excel spreadsheet. And when you load that spreadsheet, or when you pick your spreadsheet or your file, it's going to populate a spreadsheet component inside on the left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side, it's going to convert all the data in our document to JSON. Okay? Now, the main motivation behind this application is actually from the Indigo.Design App Builder. Because this app builder, here, I'm just going to go into edit app here. This allows you to have design time data, right? So you see this like Northwind, travel app, all this mock data. Well, I can add a REST API. I can either upload a JSON file, or I can add a URL that points to a service that returns JSON. Ah, this is where the gears were turning, right? It's like, well, wouldn't it be cool if I had a simple app, a web-based app, to let me generate JSON from Excel? Because using Excel is so easy to create mock data. Like, it's stupid simple to just type up some mock data and then just download that as the JSON file. So that's where we have this download JSON button. So the vision is we're going to upload the Excel file. You're going to see all the data over here in the spreadsheet. You'll be able to edit it, right? Anything you want to do, change tables, whatever. And then on the left-hand side, well, is it your left? Well, it's my right. I don't know if it's switched, but it's my right. On the right-hand side, it's going to show all the JSON that's been generated. And then you could be able to download the JSON file, which then I can upload here, right? Upload JSON file. Or I want to have a server component to where I can say get link, and it's going to get me a link to this JSON that I can then use as a feed in this URL, a REST service. How freaking sweet would that be? That would be freaking awesome. And that's what we're going to write. We're going to write that. John, good to see you, my friend. Always a pleasure. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So now what I need to do is I need to, okay, I'm dragging, just so you know, I'm dragging this off to the side so I can write some code, and I'll be able to look at the site as well. There's a couple things we need to do. First, I need to kind of look at the app and see what we have. So here's our upload component. We definitely don't want to use Dropbox content, right? So that image here is this header. This, I think that's the, yeah, that's the logo right here. So we need to replace this with actual images. Now, lucky for me, Andy already sent me these assets a few days ago. So let me just make sure I unblock that. Yep, okay. So she sent me the files, these images, right there. Okay. I'll make this a little smaller so I can get more on the screen here. So I need to copy these files into my assets. And let's create a new folder here. I'm gonna call images. Okay. And can I just open this? Reveal and, oh, perfect. So we got that. I just want to copy these over to there. Close that. Close, close. Okay, I got a lot of windows open. I'm closing. Okay. Now, actually, let's, I don't want all these uppercased. Drag, drop, files. This is our logo. And then this is a new file. Okay, oh, and they're SVGs. Okay, cool. So those images should now show up here, right? So we got those showing up. Shirley Dev, not streaming on Twitch. No, I'm not streaming on Twitch anymore. You know, I don't know. It's easier for me to go to YouTube because this is where my audience is, right? This is where everybody who watches my content is. I don't want everyone having to go to two different places to see my content. So it's just easier to put it all in one place. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to change this. I need to change these links to point to our logo. Okay. So, okay, this file is upload, so // assets, images, logo. Okay, let me copy this. Okay, this is drag drop files, right? Okay, so we'll replace that. Drag drop files. And this is new file. Oh, I didn't want to copy. Paste. New file. So I'm going to save that. And that should refresh, but nothing should really change. It's all going to look the same, except this time. Where's my elements? Except this time, what? There we go. Yeah, now we're using our asset, so that's good. It's kind of hard to see, but it's good right here. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, I like that better. Okay, perfect. All right, so now, oh, I gotta always have my chat up so I can see. Okay, Shirley, if I only saw you were online by accident, I was listening to music and somehow you were in the middle of the list of videos. Can it be a relative path? I'm sure it could be a relative. No, that is a relative path. What I just did here, that is a relative path. Relative to where I am, the upload component.html, I'm going up 2 folders, // up 1 folder, // up a second folder. Then I'm going to assets, images, and I go to the image, right? So this is indeed a relative path. Absolute would be, how would I do an absolute here? Hold on, let me copy this. I usually, can you even do absolute? Is it just // No. It's / assets. I thought it was, anyone know the syntax for absolute? Or if, can you even do it? I'm not sure. Or is it dot? No, it's not that. I don't remember. I don't remember what it is, if there is one. Okay. Oh yeah, Shirley Dev. Absolute would be D, my projects. Yeah, project name. Yeah. That's why I do this. Okay. Shirley Dev // would start you at the right. Okay, let's try that real quick. I don't think that works in Angular. I'm not getting any IntelliSense there. We'll just stick with that. Okay, so next, so we fixed our images, so we're done with that. Let's look. First off, how is the navigation occurring? I want to look at our code here. We have a button, right? So let me bring my app back over here. I'm gonna close this real quick. Here's our button there. So when I click that, I'm navigated to our editor component. So all the navigation is already set up for us, right? Put that back over. So we definitely don't want that to happen, because what's going to happen is we're going to click that browse button and we need to show a file editor, a file input, right? So we can't use the router link. We have to delete that. So what we want to do is when I click the button, so first let's do the click button, right? We need to be able to load a file whenever we click this button. Well, I hadn't reloaded yet. Still, is it still building? Oh my gosh, it's still building that application bundle. Anyways, what's gonna happen? Oh, they're finally reloaded. Now it doesn't work. Okay. When I click this button, we want to pop up a file chooser, right? That's the next step here. So in order to do that, what we need to do is we need an input. So let's do something like, let's do input. And so, okay, I'm kind of monitoring chat as well as I do this, so forgive me if I miss your chat. Shirley Dev says, can you right click on a file and copy path, something like that, to get the absolute path? Or to open a folder and explore? You know what? I don't know. Let's find out. Oop, didn't want to do that. Oh, copy relative. Oh yeah, copy relative path. Sweet. Copy path. Hold on, I'm just going to paste this in here just to see what it does. Yeah, that's the D repos. Okay. Cool, I didn't even know that was there. Copy relative path. I'll just put it right here. Oh, just source. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I could do this. With the //? But I don't get IntelliSense when I do that. I'm going to stick with that because I like my IntelliSense. Okay. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Well, that's stupid. Okay. Well, hopefully, something's going on with YouTube. The video looks like it's buffering or something. Hold on, let me check something. Let's do this. What's it called? It's called, oh, what's it called? I want to check my speed check. Speed test. Let's see. I should be good. Oh, you just lag a few seconds. Oh yeah, look at this. Freaking my down is amazing. While streaming, by the way. Yeah, I just got a message from my YouTube over here saying, oh, people are gonna be mad at you. Oh, my up is awesome too. While I'm streaming, my up is still nearly 50. Okay, well, hopefully that won't be a big issue. So 48. So even while I'm streaming, I'm hitting 48. So that's not bad, right? That's not bad. All right, so I'm good on my side. This is a YouTube issue. Okay, so what was I doing? Surely Dev, holy moly. Yeah, pretty fast speeds. Okay, so we want to add an input here. Okay. Now, the inputs has a type, right? I've never seen that speed. Yeah, I got pretty good internet where I live. What can I say? What can I say? Oh my gosh, 2 to 3 megabyte per second down. 1 up when I was in Germany. Whew. Ouch. All right, so we got this input. The next step is we want to make this input, we need to change the type. I think it's file. So it's going to give us a file, the file type. And actually, I want to give this like I'll call this file input, something like that. We'll give some type of name. And then when it changes, oh, what the heck is that called? What the heck is that event called? I think it's just change. Is it on change? Change? I don't remember. I think it's change. Changed? Does anyone know? I think it's change. We're going to want to call an event called onFileInput changed. We'll pass the event in here. Something like that. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to copy that. I got to open up our code behind here. And let's do this. Okay, so we have our onFileInput changed. Sorry, Brian, I'm at a party. We'll watch later, definitely. Oh, man, at a party? You took the time to step in and say hi? Man, I really appreciate that. Enjoy your party. Have a drink for me. Have a drink for me. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Where's my app over here? Okay, so the problem we're going to run into now, as soon as this builds, generating browser application bundles. It's still working. As you see, we have our input. So this is what I want. This is the experience I want. Go desktop. That's the experience I want, except I don't want this button, right? I don't want that button at all. So what we can do is we can actually change the style of this. Style. Display. None. So we'll hide it. And then what would be kind of cool is if we can like control what files it can pick from, right? Because I only want to accept a couple. Can I minimize? It's getting a little big over here. Okay, so I think it's called accept. Yeah, accept. So we want .csv and comma .xlsx. That's Excel, right? XLSX. Surely Dev just did a speed test on my computer. 32.91 down and 9 up. Hey, that's not bad. That's still good. That's still good. Okay, so we have that. Now, because I gave this a I gave this button the button. I gave this input a name, right? I can now access this because what I want to happen is when I click this button, right? This is the button, so button click equals, I think I could just say like file input dot click. Oh no, lowercase, sorry. Oh, I gotta remember, like when I'm messing with JavaScript and stuff, TypeScript, it's all like the methods are lowercase. Okay, so I'm gonna save that. And so now what my expectation is like what I want to happen is, where's my app over here? Here, nope, that's not it. Too many windows over there. There we go. So when this actually recompiles and there we go. So as you can see, the input has disappeared, but when I click my browse my computer button, I still, right? I still see, I'll go desktop, my documents. Or the file picker, right? The file picker. So I was able to kind of fake it, right? Just kind of fake it a little bit. And also see that we can only see our CSV files and XLSX files. So if I go into like this folder, I'm not going to see any other file because we kind of weeded those out. And then I'll be able to just select that, and then something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen, and it's going to be cool. Okay, so we have that. Okay, what else? What else? Oh, wait. One more thing we have to do. Well, let's continue with this. Let's get this to work first, and then we will worry about the other stuff. Okay, so now I'm in my code behind, and what needs to happen is I got to get the file from the on-file input changed, and then we're gonna do something with it, and then we have to navigate to the next whatchamacallit. You know what I'm talking about. The next component. Gotta go to the next component. Okay. So the input file changed. I'm not gonna get any IntelliSense here, but it has a files, like a target. It's like this. Here, let me do it. Const file equals e.target. I think it's just .files index of 0, which is gonna be my the very first file, but I think I need it. Do I need to cast that? I am a TypeScript. I'm not sure. You know, let's just cast it just in case, because I don't really remember if I have to. Surely, Dev, I missed the battle royales. Yeah, I will say that Twitter was a lot more like you could do more fun things, right? For sure. But this is just easier. The real reason you're hiding here is because I would trigger 2 to 3. No kidding. Oh man, I'll get spammed with those things. Okay, and then the next thing is we need to navigate to the next screen. It's called editor. So we'll say constructor. I can say private router, and I think it's just router, right? I think that's it. So now I have that router. I can say this dot router dot navigate. Navigate by a URL maybe. And then what's that called? It's called editor. Is it really though? App routing module. Yes, it's editor. These are our routes that were generated for us. So that's good. Okay, so that looks okay. So let's see what happens. Where's our app? Here's our application. So now what's gonna happen is we're gonna pick a file. I'm gonna hit this one, and then it navigates to the next screen. You know what? I need to fix this. I need to fix the editor screen real quick. Hold on. Let's go to our editor screen. Because these column layout and column layout 1. Wait, those are images though. Where are these images coming from? Those are 2 images. They have to be on the style. Yep, they are on the style. So I'll delete that background image. And actually, are these the same? I'm looking at this. Column layout, auto 110, stretch 50/50. Auto 110, stretch 50. Okay, cool. I'm going to delete this one. Okay, so I'm going to save that. I'm going to come over to our editor. I'm going to rename that. Let's do a placeholder. Spreadsheet goes here. And then we'll go editor goes here. All right, let's make sure we have all this going. So RIP Twitch. Well, for me, yeah, for me, I probably won't do Twitch anymore. And it's actually easier because all my you know, all the archives. I don't have to like copy from Twitch over to YouTube and edit them, and I could just, it just gets copied over. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's go back here. I'm gonna select the file. Just file will work fine, and then it navigates us to the next screen, which is awesome. So we're gonna put the spreadsheet here and the editor there. But we're not done here because now you see this drag and drop. We need to implement drag and drop. And that should be relatively easy, actually. Surely Tev. They weren't all that bad. The Battle Royales weren't all that bad. Dan, no wonder nothing gets done on Prism. You spend all your time on web dev. No, I've been spending all my time writing docs. Ugh. Just be glad I'm not live streaming those, like writing documentation, because that's really boring. Then again, you never know what people will watch nowadays, right? Okay, so drag and drop, drag and drop. Let's implement drag and drop. Let's go to, okay, so here's our button. Drop. Probably up here is where we're going to want to handle this. I think there's 2 events we have to worry about. Dan, you should really be quiet about that. Everyone complains we don't have docs for Prism. Pff, we got docs for Prism. What are you talking about? We got lots of docs. I think there's two events. It's drag, and drop. Or drag over? I think it's drag over. Drag over. And we could say something like, I don't know. Sure, on drag over. And we'll pass the event. Something like that. So we'll need to create those. No, not rest in peace Prism. Prism is going strong. And then we need a drop. And we'll just say on drop event. And then let's go create these in the code. So I'm going to need an on drag over. Right? That's what we called it. And then we called on drop. Isn't that what we did? Well, let's find out. Yes, okay, that's what we did. Okay, so the funny thing about the drag and drop stuff is that you have to prevent the default behavior of what drag and drop does in a browser. So let's just kind of look at what I'm talking about. Is this done? No, it's not done compiling yet. Rest in peace, Xamarin. Oh yeah, Xamarin's dead. Xamarin, oh yeah, Xamarin's dead. But Maui's supposed to replace it. Maui's the next great thing, right? Okay, so let's see what happens. Here's the app. I need to open up desktop, and I'm gonna take this data. I'm gonna drag it over here, but the CSV file. Watch what happens when I drag it over here. It tries to open it. You see that? Like it tries to open it or gives you like to save it. It kind of prompts you for that. So to prevent that from happening on each of these, we have to do something. I think it's called prevent default. I think it's called prevent default. I think that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And we have to do it on both of these. For both of these events here. Dan, no, Xamarin's not dead. It just identifies it. Okay, so now what's going to happen, I'm going to save this and let everything kind of rebuild and do the hot reload. That takes a few seconds. Dan, you're killing me. Oh no, Windows Phone, that's dead. It's going to be Android now. If Windows does devices, they're just going to load Android apps on it. Okay, that worked. Okay, so now let's open this. It's refreshed. So now when I drag it over and drop it, look, I didn't get that little message to save or open, right? So we prevented that default behavior. But now we have to actually get the file from this. And you do this on drop, okay? Let's Windows Phone, I can't help it. And so we have to do something. We have to get the files from the drop handler. And so I could do something like, I think const files, because I got to get a collection of files. It's e.data transfer. I think it's data transfer. It's been so long since I've had to write any of this. Transfer.files. But hold on, I forgot. JavaScript drop event data transfer. I forgot what this is. Let me look real quick. When in doubt, check the docs. Contains a list, follow local files. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure what this returns. It's a property. It doesn't tell me if it's an array or not. It's a list. Oh, it's a list. Okay, well, I don't want a list. I don't want to work with a list. I want to work with an array. So can we just convert that to an array? And then then I can get the file from it. The first one. And we'll say as file. Like that. I think we'd be able to do that. Now the next step is we need to navigate. So I'm going to create how to breakpoint TypeScript in VS Code. Like that. Just like that. Just hit the breakpoint. Actually, let's test it. Vincent, my friend, good to see you. It's been came late. What are you trying to build? Are you using Angular with TypeScript? Yes, I am using Angular with TypeScript. And actually, I don't think this is going to work because I'm not debugging. I think I actually have to hit debug, run and debug, and I didn't do that. So that probably won't work. I am building an Angular application that converts Excel files to JSON. And we're going to create a web service that allows you to get a link to the JSON you just created. So it's going to be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Where's the app? It's right here. So let's close that. I'm gonna drag a file over. Yeah, see, that wouldn't work. So instead, if we wanted to see what this is, we could go console log, right? E.data transfer dot files. And I got to make sure I spelled it all. So I can do that instead. Now, otherwise, I'd have to hit this debug, run and debug, but I'm not using that. So we'll let this rebuild. Just wish that it didn't take so long to build that stuff. But don't tell MongoDB devs. Okay, here it is right here. So now to see this, I had to hit F12, go to my console. And now when I drag and drop over here, boop, here's my file list. Ah, it's a file list. Interesting. Can you, instead of getting an array from it, I wonder if I can just work, if it's a list, does it have an indexer? I wonder. JavaScript file list. File list. That'll get me the I don't want that. Oh, they're doing what I'm doing. I definitely don't want to use a loop. I don't want loops. Okay, nope, I guess we're doing it right. Okay, so I'll remove this. Next step is we need to navigate to the next page. And since we're gonna have some, looks like some duplicate code here, let's go navigate to editor. And we're going to take in the file. It's gonna be a type file. And then we will copy this router here to there. And then we need to call this dot navigate to editor and pass in our file. Whoa, what happened there? And then do the same thing here, right? No code duplication. Let's save that, let it rebuild itself, and let's test our logic, shall we? So this should all work. Not too shabby, not too much code here, actually. Okay, completed successfully. So now what I expect to happen is when I drag and drop, it's going to navigate to the next page. Boom. Boom. Oh, wait, I have these things. Do they work? Do they work? Ho, ho, ho. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Okay. Let's see here. What's next? What's next? This one. Okay. Too many windows open. I got my chat I'm monitoring. Got all my analytics. Okay. Okay, I just thought of a problem. We have to get this file to the next page. So when we navigate, we have to get the file we just uploaded to the editor so we can actually process it and convert that file to JSON. Think. We can't use Angular's parameters because that's all based on URLs, right? So we can't do like, oh, editor/file, like, because the string, we need to pass the object. We need to pass the object. Pass the object. How do we pass an object in Angular? You know what? Let's do this over here. Google has better search results. Pass object in Angular navigation. Not data. I know how to pass data. Complex data through Angular router. See, that's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. Aha! Good idea. Thank you, Google. So I don't know if I might have went through that fast, but I read it, and basically the idea is you use a service. Just use a service. And just like inject it in there. Should the edit page just have an upload function? Why break it into 2 pages? It's kind of like the design, like the process to kind of, you know, guide you down the right path, right? Just that's why. Okay. So we need a service. Let me go editor. Let's add a folder called services. If I can spell. And let me create another, bring this up. I think it's CD, wait, where am I? I'm at client source /app /services. Okay, then it's ng, G for generate, S for service, file storage. Call it file storage. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh, there we go. I don't need that file though. I'll delete that. Okay. Okay, we got it. We got it. So we can delete this because we don't need that anymore. So do we just add a just call it file of type, or file storage maybe? Should we call it, or uploaded file? How about just file? And it's a top file. Okay. Can this be null? Maybe that should be null. And that probably has to be public, actually. I think that has to be public. Okay, so we have this service now. So theoretically, I should now be able to go into my... I gotta find it there. Upload component. Constructor here. Let's hit a comma and say private file storage. And this is the file storage service. So we're going to inject this. Now I can say this.file storage.file equals file. Right? Right? I think that's right. I think that's going to work for us. Okay. I think that's going to work. I'm just letting it rebuild right now. Well, I can't test it. I got to go. So let's move on then. I think we're kind of done with this upload component. What is this? What's this dialogue on upload component? Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. I'll have to come back to that. Okay, so I'm going to close that. I'm going to close the file storage. Now we need our editor component. Let's upload editor. We're definitely going to need a constructor. Know that. Because we're going to inject our service in here. Actually, let's just go ahead and do it. Private file storage service. So we know we're going to need that. We're going to need implements on init. There we go. And I think it's just on init. Right? Is it not that? Oh. Wait, what is it? NG. Oh, NG on init. Sorry. I got to read my error messages. Okay, yeah, that fixed it. And then let's just test this out. Let's go console.log. This.file storage.file. I just want to see if we're passing the file over. Like, do we have the file? Right? We're going to find out real quick. Hey, Brian, I've learned a lot from your content. Saw your video about this new project. Good luck with your work. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Furkan, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. Good to be back. All right, so the app is finished. We're going to have to hit our F12 so we can read our console. So let's pick a file. Boom. Boom, there it is. Got it. Got it. Okay, so we have the file. What's next? We have the file. What's next? What's next, people? Well, we have to load the file. We do have to. So let's. I know we have to load the file. So we got to stub that out. I know we have to do that. So let's go back here. We support CSV or Excel files. Is this going to be uploaded to YouTube in full? Yes, it will be. And we're going to build this app over the next few days. So, yeah, no biggie. It'll be recorded as well. That's why I do it on YouTube. So it just automatically uploads. So since we're uploading two different files, I know we're going to have to, is this a CSV file? Or Excel, right? We're going to need to know that. And based on that, we're going to have to load it differently. We're, you know, I have to read it differently. I'm just not sure the best approach for this. Well, let's get, how about, okay, since we have to know the file, actually, since we have to know the file, we have to know the file extension, right? So let's get the file extension, and I can get that from file.name. I can split this, I think. Is this going to be up? Oh, wait, what is the intent of building this project? Oh, okay, so this project is going to allow us to, it's going to be an actual website that's going to go live. It's going to allow you to create fake data for any of your applications that need to be JSON. So we'll take, you know, you'll be able to type into an Excel-like experience. So you have an Excel document that you can type into. And on the other side, you're going to have the JSON that you can download or get a URL link to, like a web service that you can call your JSON from your application. So let's split on the dot. Whoops, I said dot. Right? Split on the dot, and then we need to then pop. I'm pretty sure that's pop. Yes, the last element. We want the last element of the array. So my idea is we're going to take the file name, right? And then we're going to split it on the dot. That way I can get the extension. Make sense? Then we could do something like if file extension equals CSV, then we're going to do something else. Otherwise, we're going to do Excel, right? Something like that. Are there no built-in methods like file.getExtension? I don't think so. I don't think so. Not that I know of, no. Okay. So once we get the file, load CSV. Whoops, let me do that. And then load Excel. Okay. So yes, a dot is allowed in a name. However, we're only getting the last element from that. So it should always be the extension. Right? Because even if you had a whole bunch of dots, we're only grabbing the last one. We're only grabbing the last element. So this should work. If not, I'm gonna push this to our GitHub repo, right? Because I have my Git Crack-a-lack in here. We got a lot of changes here. But I'll be uploading this to the GitHub repo, and you guys can fix it for me. Submit your PR. Okay, so let's do this. I don't know if this is the right spot yet. But I'm going to say, hey, if we have a file, it's not null. Right? If this, we're going to this.load. I still got to get used to writing this. This.load file, this.file storage.file. Right? Something like that. I mean, I could just get the name. No, I need the file. I can't pass the name. I need the file. I need the file. Okay, so I think I'm gonna need some more folders here. I need a CSV file loader, if you will, right? So I'm gonna call this should I call it CSV? Whoop. CSV.TypeScript. And then I'm going to export class CSV. And then this is where we got to put in our code to actually process everything, right? And I'm thinking, I might make it stat. I mean, I could make this a service. Maybe I should make this a service and inject it in here, like create a service instead, like a CSV service. You know what? We can always refactor later. Well, let's just stick with the basics, and then we can refactor. If we decide we want to throw this in a service, we could totally do that. But for now, I just want it to work. Okay, so let's go public static. This isn't, we need a load. Load CSV file. And this is going to be the file. Right, and then it's going to return something. It's going to return... Oh my gosh. What should I do here? Is this going to return to... It's going to return to JSON? Worried about the file extension case in the string compare? No, not really. Oh, where am I? Not there. Here, I'll close that. No, I'm not worried about casing. I mean, I guess I could lower it if we wanted to be super safe. But I'm gonna get it to work first, and then I can go and get all the little edge cases. Maybe this should return a promise. Right? Maybe this should return... Is this going to return the JSON? Is this going to return to JSON? That's what I want to know. This is resolve, and there's a convention here. There's a convention here. Error? Is it error, or I think it's reject? I think it's reject. I don't remember. Maybe we should look that up. There's a convention there. I just don't really remember it. Resolve reject. That's what it is. Resolve reject. Okay, I got it right. Yes. Yes. Okay, resolve reject. Okay, so now we need to read this CSV file. We're gonna do CSV first because it's the easiest. It's by far the easiest. Parsing a CSV file is like 10 lines of code. Like, it's stupid simple. I just have to think. We have to use the we have to use a file reader. I know. Okay, so file reader. Have to use a file reader. I think if we say, is it dot error? I think it's, yeah, dot error. No. I think, oh, I don't remember. Where's my internet? File reader handle error. Okay, JavaScript file reader. On error. Okay, got it. On error. Thank you, Google, or whatever that was. So file reader dot on error, right? Equals, and I think we need the E here. And then we can call reject E dot. Does it have a message or just E? Do I have to open that back up? I need the message, but it doesn't look like that has a message. But file reader did have a message. I saw the error. I think that's it. I think that's the actual message. I think that's the message. Okay. So otherwise, we're going to read this file. So we'll say file reader dot onload. Right? We got to unload E any. Oh, I didn't qualify my thing up here. I didn't qualify that. This is TypeScript. You got to do this. Okay. And then in here we call resolve and then our result, our JSON result. And then file reader dot read as text. Since we are dealing, oh, is that not right? Oh, crap. Oh, I gotta pass in the file. Duh. Okay. Okay, so what's gonna happen is we have to, we're using a file reader, right? We're gonna get the file. If there's an error reading it, on error, we're gonna reject. Our promise is gonna reject this. Otherwise, on load is gonna be called, when this event is called, we're gonna actually parse the file, because we'll have the file. And then the last method is to actually call read as text. So this is actually going to invoke this method here, or this event, sorry, this event. So now we need to get the JSON here. We need to get the JSON, and I don't remember. Read text. I don't remember how to do this. File reader, read on load. Right there. Target.results. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to get the target.result. var result equals e.target.result. That's the file as text, because we're saying read as text right here, right? Read as text, this is going to be text. But this is going to be, okay. Let's do this. Console, I gotta make sure. I'm just assuming here. I can't trust code I got off the internet. I'm just gonna say resolve. Oh crap. Oh, I'm returning a string. Testing. Okay, so got that. So I need to come in here. And this is gonna be CSV dot load CSV file. Maybe I'll just call it load file. This is going to be the file. And I think this is gonna be then, right? And this is the JSON result. And console.log JSON. All right, let's save this. I got a little confused. I might be getting a little confused. But I think this is going to work. So I want to see what this result is. Hopefully this is the actual CSV text. This is what I'm hoping that's going to be. And then we should see testing. So I should see the CSV text, and then we're going to console.log JSON, which is actually this testing text. Okay, so let's browse. Boom. Boom! Yes! Yes! Okay. Okay. Oh, okay now. Okay. So next what we have to do is we're getting the file, we're reading the file, and we have the raw text. We have the comma delimited text. Now we have to parse this text so we can get the JSON out of it. And I have to assume that on a CSV file, the first row is always the headers. That's the only way this is going to work. I have to make that assumption that the first row is always the headers. Okay. Okay, so let's write this. Let's write this, people. Let's write this. Okay. Let's do another method here. We got to do some actually, this doesn't have to be public at all. Actually, this could be internal. Oh yeah, lots of smiley faces. I like the smiley faces. Okay. Static convert CSV to JSON. And this is going to be the CSV text. Or should I just call it text? Or CSV. It's gonna be string. And we want to return a string because this is gonna be JSON. So let's do this. Let's set... Have you pushed the changes to GitHub yet? Not yet. Not yet, but I will. I will. I will, I promise. How about after we get the JSON like converting, I'll push, okay? I'll push it. Because I'm actually doing a lot. I should probably actually do a little bit at a time and then... Alright, thanks for keeping me honest, Byte. Thanks for keeping me honest. Okay, so let's just return an empty string for now. The first thing I need to do is... I'm pretty sure this text is just like one big blob of text. So I need to... Because remember when we saw it in the output window? Actually, is it still up? These are carriage returns in the file. So we need to parse those out first. Const lines equals CSV dot split. We're going to split on the carriage returns. So that's going to give us all our lines. Okay. Now that gets us to, so that's an array of lines. It gives us an array of lines. Now we want to take the first line. It's going to be our headers. Lines index of 0. Right? So that's going to give us the whole line. Hold on, I got to think of this. But that whole line is going to have commas in it. So we need a split on the comma. And that's going to give us headers, right? I think so. Yes, yes. Okay, so now we have our header. Let's result equal an empty array. Because now we need to loop through. We need to loop through all the lines. Surely dev, just CRs or CR and LF. You know, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I may have to update this code. I may have to update the code. Okay. Surely dev, doesn't headers need to be an array if you're splitting? Split turns it into an array. See, this actually, split returns a string array, so it does it for me automatically. See, right there, string array. Yes, exactly. Because we're building, so Surely Dev said, so you can access headers as header 0, header 1. And that's because we're going to build a dynamic object that we're going to convert to JSON, right? But we have to know the property names. And so if we go back to our... Oh, it reset already, dang it. But if you remember, so for each line in our file, we only have values. So we have to use the headers as the property names for our object. And so what we have to do is we'll loop through all the lines and then use the headers as the property names. So we'll build a dynamic object and add it to our result. Make sense? Okay, at least that's how I'm thinking in my head. We'll see if I get it right or not. But I will need a loop. The first loop is going to go through the lines. Yes. Or will it go? Yes. So let x, or yeah, x. I like x. X equals 1 because we're going to start with the first line. X less than lines dot length or count length. JavaScript's length. X plus plus. Right? You could replace r/r/n with /r on line 22 just in case the file has control. /r/n? /r/n. Okay, we'll try this first. And if that doesn't work, we'll try it again. Well, you know what? Before, let's start small. Surely Dev, let's start small and then increase as we find problems, right? I like to start simple and then work my way up to complexity. Okay, so we're going to start show it center in an owner window. Wait, what's this? Kenny? This is unrelated to what you're doing, but is it possible to show a Prism iDialog service in an owner window? Show it center in an owner window. I'm not quite sure what you're trying to say, but you should be able to control that just fine. You might have to do it in code though. I'm not sure. Because it uses the owner which you launched it from by default. So you'll have to make any changes there. Okay. So what we want to do is we need an object of any. No, wait. Any array? No. Of just this. But we're going to set it equal. Constant lines. Okay, already read that. Something equal to that. Okay, so this is our dynamic object. Kenny, the .show property doesn't have an owner. Yeah. Because you're not going to set an owner in your view model. It will never have that because you're breaking that that concern, that view concern. So you're not going to pass an actual window object in the iDialog service. You'll have to do some custom implementation. Right? Okay, so we have our object there. Now, this is where it's going to get confusing. I need... to get the current line. Well, I'm going to start with const. I don't know if I need to actually manipulate this. So current line equals lines, index of x, right? So we get that, and it's comma delimited. We're going to split on the comma of that line to get us that array. What if it has... Should we care about spaces? Should we care about spaces? I think we should care about spaces. Whoops. Right? Let's trim. So we're going to go for each line. We're going to grab the line. We're going to split it on the comma. Right? And that's going to give us each of the values now. So this current line is going to be the values, but we're going to make sure that we trim any spaces forward leading space. If that makes sense. Let y equal 0. Y less than... Because now we're going to do our headers. Length. So now we're gonna loop through the headers and then map that to the value. So it's really easy to create a dynamic object in JavaScript because we can just say object index of headers, a header index of y. Right? So this is the property name. Okay, so right here we are assigning header index of y. So if this header's here, this is an array and it has like 3 items in it. These are going to represent the header captions, titles, if you will. And so I'm saying, oh, I want the first one, which may be name. So this object's now going to have a name property. But then we say current line index of y. Yes. Yes, okay. So now what that does is we're getting the current line, because we're looping through the lines, right? Looping through the lines. We come to a line. We're going to split it into an array so we can get all the individual values. Then let's loop through the headers because these are our property names. Okay. And then we will set the property name equal to the value that aligns with that same, in that same column. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Am I explaining that right? I do not like the name. Actually, I'm going to rename this to results. Once we have the object, I need to add, so results dot, is it push? I think it's push. The push? OBJ. Yeah, like my brain has to do this, like come from C# to TypeScript. Like my brain has to do this like, oh, I'm confused. Okay, so now what we do is, hold on. Does that look right? Something seems off. No, that's right. That's right. I'm going with that. I'm going with that. We'll fix it if it's broken. Now, I want this to return the JSON. I want this to return the JSON for that. So we can say, I love that JavaScript or TypeScript, whatever you want to call it, has this method called stringify results. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is this? Okay, so now we can resolve. Okay, get rid of this. Get rid of that. Right, we don't need that anymore. Because now, let's do var JSON equals, what's the name of our convert to JSON and pass in our CSV text. Then let's pass in our JSON here. Right? Right? Yeah, unload, convert to JSON. We're calling this method. It's going to come split it all out for us, create our dynamic object, put it to our array, and we're going to stringify our array. And so then we resolve the promise using the return JSON. And then in our editor, we are console logging our JSON. Does that work? Let's find out. Okay, let's go back to the home page here. Whew, okay. I'm a little nervous. Oh, yes! Yes! Nice! Okay. Look at that. Look at this beautifulness. Hold on, can I copy and paste this into an editor and like... Oh, show more. Oh, copy. Boom. Open up code. I just need a file, just an empty file real quick. Test.json. Oh, it's not going to format it for me? Ah, it's not going to format it for me. That sucks. I was hoping that would format. Don't save. That's some BS right there. Okay. But look, it's working. It's working. We got it. We got our JSON. We have our JSON. So we are converting successfully the JSON file, but I see something. Let's change this name here to the JSON file we uploaded right here. We're gonna need to do that. I am Kwame. Yeah, I like the smiley face there. Love the smiley face. Do you have Notepad++? No, I don't have Notepad. No, I don't have Notepad++. But okay, let's fix this. So we need to add a property. So I think I'm done here. We're done with that. Where is that say? Oh, hard-coded right here. Okay. Wait, is it double? I think it's double. Crap, I forgot. Does anyone remember the syntax for binding to a property? I forgot. Let's add it first. I call it file name. This will be a string. And we'll default it to like nothing. Or new file. Sure. We'll default it to new file. If it comes into here, this dot file name equals this dot file storage dot file dot name. Yeah? Oh, okay. I am Kwame. Double one. Thank you very much. Thought that was right. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's... So what we did was we replaced that hard-coded, like, just test name for the design with the actual file name that we're using. So let's do that. Nope, generating browser application bundles. Okay, let that process. Man, we're making good progress. This is awesome. This is exciting. Okay, done. Let's go back here. Let's browse CSV. Oh, boom, data.csv. Perfect. See that right there? So we got that working. And we have that working. Okay. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see, what time is it? It's 11:34 my time. I have a meeting at noon, so I have about 26 minutes. What can we get done in 26 minutes? Well, you know what? Let me stop. And let me commit this. Let me commit this real quick to stage all these. Added initial application. Client. I'll say client application. Implemented. Uploading CSV file as well. Bad Brian. Bad Brian. Okay. All right. Maybe we should remove the CSV from the name. Maybe. Let's commit and push. Push to master, sure. All right, let's open up GitHub and make sure everything looks good. My repositories. So Excel to JSON. Here's our client application. Yeah, looks good. So source. Looks like everything's in there. App. Okay, everyone. So all this code should now be on GitHub. So feel free to fork that and start playing around with it. See any improvements. Feel free to make some improvements. Okay, so we got that up. Okay, next, let's see, what should we do? I don't want to mess with Excel yet, because the next step is we could try to put the JSON editor in here and the spreadsheet. Can we get that done in 24 minutes? I'm not sure. Okay, let's start with the editor. This one right here. For this, I'm going to use, there's a free open source Monaco editor. And I'm going to use the Monaco editor. Yes, I need an IDE just for the JSON. So that's what we're going to do now. I just don't... actually, let's use... I don't want to use Bing. I want to use Google. Google has better results. So Chrome... boom. Is this it? Set up. Okay, this is going to walk me right through it. All right, so I'm just going to drag this over. And I'm just going to copy and paste its setup. Copy, paste. Except you don't need save because that's by default. So let's install these packages. This should be very interesting. This is going to be pretty cool. Next, we need to add a glob to... what is it? Where is this? Angular. Wait. Angular.json. Okay, so where's my Angular.json? Angular.json. I'm looking for an assets. Right here. Assets right there. So Add the glob to assets in angular.cli.json schema dash projects. What? What? It says I just need to copy and paste this into here. Okay. Now I need to go to my app.module and I need to add the Monaco editor module called .forRoot. Okay. Then it says I need to go to where I'm putting this, and I need to create some editor options. Okay. Then I need code. Oops. Okay, I need code. And then it says I need to... Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste this to my component. Editor goes here. This is where that's gonna go. So I'm gonna copy and paste that. There's some options. Binding to the code. And then I'm gonna move down here. This dot code equals JSON. I think that's all I have to do. Okay. I think that's it. So I'm gonna get rid of that. That's... What is going on? I don't have it. Okay, so I didn't do something right. It's not there. How about like a complete refresh? Let's do a stop. I'm gonna do a full install just in case. Like, I don't know. Did I not do it right? I followed the directions exactly like it said. Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. Let's see, npm start. Let's just try to do a refresh, a complete start over. Let's see if we can get this editor to work. So now it's generating the browser application bundles. I mean, I'm pretty sure I copied that in the right spot. I just follow the directions. I am calm. I think you need to start the server again. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, actually. I'm starting the server again. Yeah, I'm reading this. I did everything it said to do. Right, I did all this. Copied that. Installed that. Copied that. Did the Monaco module thingy. Editor options. Code, except I knew my code isn't going to be that. And then I copied and pasted this. Right, so that should work. Maybe. Oh crap, I closed it. Oh well. I have a bad habit of closing tabs. I didn't mean to close that. Oh, if you add a module to the app module, you need a hard restart. Oh, okay, maybe that's it. Well, it's generating the application bundle, so let's see what happens. The editor has security issue. It may not work as production. Well, I'm doing a dev build right now. Doing a dev build. Man, this is taking a long time. I added that editor, and it's freaking taking forever to build. Oh, is this going to happen every time I make an edit now? Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Oh, wait, we have something. We have something. We have something. Okay, it's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up. But we have something. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Is there any instructions on how... Looking... Okay. Why is that size? What's... Okay, first off, that's really weird. That's really weird. Why is it so small? Does it read? You know what? This always gets me. I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to try it. Style, height, 100%. Width, 100%. Like that. This always gets me. Like I always find out like I have to do this. Can you set properties to wrap the text? That's what I got to look for. That's what I got to look for. Actually, while that's building, because I think it's going to take a while. Monaco. Whoop. Yeah, Monaco editor format code. Looks like there's some issues here. I don't want to do that. Oh, wait a minute. Stringify. Oh, maybe there is a, maybe there's a, whatchamacallit? What am I trying to say? Like an escape, like escape the characters, right? So where we return here. There we go. Adds indentation, white space, line breaks characters to the return value JSON text to make it easier to read. This is, what is this? I think that's what I want. I think that's what I want. I think that's gonna put everything. Oh, did it? Oh, well, good news. Look, good news is it takes up the full thing now. So that 100% height, 100% width, that fixed the editor. That fixed the editor. So that's a bonus. That's a bonus. Okay. Let this take forever. Oh, compile successfully. Okay. So let's go here. Let's go here. Oh! Check that out. Check that out, baby. Oh, that is slick. That is slick. Look at that. That is beautiful. Beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay, what's this here though? What is this? So we have an error in our logic somewhere, but that's not a big deal. We can fix that. We can fix that. That deserves a battle royale. So I'm getting an extra object. So my loop or something is probably, like I'm probably doing something wrong there. Like I'm probably looping through too many times or something. I'm sure I'm doing something here. Actually, I am doing something wrong. I am. Because we're looping through the lines, but I forgot to remove the header. Whoops. I forgot to remove the header. Right? Right? And that's giving us an extra line. Okay, so I'm gonna fix that because I forgot to account for that. Okay, that should do that. Where's this one? Okay. So that should fix that. Okay, let's go back. Yep, Shirley Dev, you're absolutely right. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah, that fixed it. That fixed it. No more empty line at the end. That fixed it. Oh, ship it. Oh, that's a problem though. That's a problem. Can you make this read only? Can I make that read only in the options? Where did I put the options? Here. I put the options here. Where's my Google? Where's my Google? Google it. I want my Google it. Monaco editor set read only. Oh, here we go. Read only. Looks like there's a read only property. Well, that's easy. That's almost too easy. Surely, if it's not Sunday, you don't have to use my full Sunday name. Surely it's fine. Okay. Let's see if we can fix this. If we can fix this. Oh, just in time for my meeting. If just go hurry up and refresh. There we go. Let's go back here. Data. Oh, it's beautiful. What? It's still editable. Oh, don't tell me it's... That's the one thing. That's the one thing I really hate about web. I mean, I hate that. You know, it's just freaking... The text stuff, right? The casing has to be... You don't get the IntelliSense on it. And... Ugh. That blows. Okay. Okay, let's try again. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Boom! Cannot edit it. Ah, yes. Oh, nice. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I have 9 minutes for my meeting, so I think this is a good stopping point. We got the editor in. We got the editor in. So I'm thinking tomorrow, we'll get the spreadsheet in. Boom, baby. Spreadsheet. I mean, or we could wait for the spreadsheet and get this other stuff working. Like downloading the JSON. I don't know. We'll figure it out tomorrow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Hold on. Before I do it. Now ship it. Exactly. View changes. Yep. Save. Added. Monaco editor. Whoops. Commit. Push. All right, everyone. I just pushed that to the GitHub repo. So now everyone can have access to that and start playing around with it. See what you can do. See what you can break. See what you can fix. Test it out. Tomorrow. Do I have any meetings tomorrow? Let me look. I gotta look. Let me look. I should be okay. I don't think I have one until like 1 o'clock my time. Yeah, I should be good tomorrow. So tomorrow, we'll kick this back up, and we'll decide what we'll implement first. Maybe we'll do the spreadsheet component. Maybe we'll add the spreadsheet component and get all that stuff working with Excel. Or maybe we could just focus on just getting the JSON stuff to work, like downloading the JSON file, maybe the server piece, maybe, to get the JSON uploaded and share a link. Like, we could figure that out. Because if we just focus on the JSON part, then that's all done. And then we can like lean into the Excel stuff, because I have a feeling that's going to be a little more complicated dealing with Excel. So maybe we'll just focus on getting the JSON stuff working. Maybe. We'll work on it. We'll figure it out. Oh, what's I am Kwame. How do I send you a DM? I need fix on a Prism project I'm working on. Sorry, brother, man. I am so busy. I can't help everybody. You don't know how many requests I get and DMs I get for helping to fix their apps, and I just don't got the time to do it, man. I'm sorry. The best way to get me is on Twitter. You can DM me on Twitter at Brian Lagunas. Actually, here, I'll throw a link in the chat. Twitter, if I can spell my own name. So I'll put that my Twitter. You could try to DM me on there, but there's no guarantee I'll be able to get to you. Okay, just busy. Let's do another Fix My Code live session. There you go. Well, I got to get this app written first. This thing's gonna be badass, man. Once we get this written, I want to actually make it live. I actually bought the Excel to JSON.io domain name, so this is gonna go live for everyone to enjoy. Should be pretty fun. Pretty excited about it. It'll be my first like real live production app I get to write, because normally the scope of my job, I write lots of like little demos. Demo this, prototype that, prove out this concept, right? Proof of concept, all this stuff. So I'm gonna make this like legit, public, and you can use this tool to create JSON data for your applications, even with the server, the API to just, feed it into an HTTP client. Like, it's gonna be freaking awesome. Ben can't stop coding, won't stop coding. Ain't that the truth? All right, everyone. Well, it is that time. I have 5 minutes to my meeting. I want to thank every one of you for joining me today and helping me write this application. Feel free to jump into the repo, the Excel to JSON repo, and see if I missed anything. Play around with parsing the CSV if you want. See if we can improve that. And yeah, look forward to your pull requests, and I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time. I'm thinking about 10, no, maybe 9 or 10 a.m. Mountain Time. I'm thinking around there. Will this session be on your YouTube channel? Yes. All these streams that I do on YouTube are automatically recorded and put on my YouTube playlist, my YouTube stream playlist on my YouTube channel. Kenny says he's going to bug you about dialogue service. All right, everyone. Thank you all for joining me today. I know you all have anything you do with your time. You have so many other options to do with your time, and you chose to spend it with me. I appreciate you all. I love you all, and I will see you next time.